Jason Parks in the original, in Dark Rising, was a bit of a pushover, really naive, and therein lies the character arc of what happened with him throughout Dark Rising 1. He, in the beginning he's a little bit of a pushover, and then by the end he's like, let's go slay some demons. You know, he becomes a man. It's that transition, right? So in Dark Rising 2, he has become that man, but there was an importance placed on showing vulnerability still in him, and that snippets of naivety were still there. Because he has to have some place to go, right? So Andrew wrote this one as well, and he did a great job at being able for me to personally to portray him with those snippets of vulnerability. So he's a little, he's been in the demon world for a couple of years now, and he's been through some stuff. So he's got a little bit of an edge now. And you grow personally as an actor as well, and you draw off of things that have happened in your life. And not to say that, some brilliant things have happened to me since Dark Rising 1. I got married and had a baby, and you become a little more of a man, quote unquote, and a little more mature in the way you look at things and see things. So I just draw off that and play him much more like that. So.
Is it, is it exciting to have that bit where you can grow that character and have that room to develop and discover?
Absolutely, 100%. Great thing about being an actor is being taken on a journey, and ultimately you want the audience to be taken on a journey, but what that means is that you as the actor have to be taken on that journey first. And I don't know if that sounds wishy-washy, but it's so true. Some days I'll finish a scene and just go, oh wow, yeah, I learned a little bit there about myself, and where things can go, and where I can go inside of myself, and yeah, I'm just having a good time.
So you have a great acting coach, so that's great to draw on. And anybody impress you through your life? Anybody that you look and you say, I want to take a piece of him and put him in this character, or that you've studied and said, okay, this is how I want to do things?
Great question, because I think I watch a lot of movies, and I find myself asking myself, what is this like? Where have I seen this before? If I'm reading something and I go, oh, this is kind of like Viggo Mortensen in this movie. I see that. It's not that I'm gonna emulate what he has done, but stuff is always in the back of your mind of, I wonder what he was thinking when he did that, or what that character was thinking when he did that. And it just really depends on the character that you're playing or portraying, of who you're going to try and draw off of. Because, look at, I think a lot of comedy people draw off Jim Carrey, and you see, wow, geez, that reminded me of Jim Carrey a little bit, or, oh, geez, that reminded me of, whoever, Sean Penn, or that was just like Sean Penn in Mystic River, or,
Right.
I think actors do that. I certainly do, and I fully admit it.
And the other end of it is that what comes to the screen, especially for a sci-fi, fighting demons sort of movie, is that you really do have to find a spot
Yes.
to bring it
Yeah.
to make everyone else believe that these demons are for real.
Absolutely, you got to see them. Because if you're not seeing them, the audience isn't going to see them. You know, we act on green screen here quite a bit, and you got to envision it. It's got to be there. You know, I mean, I'll have a scene where, you know, I got to be inside myself, and really thinking about something. What the audience doesn't see is that there's a grip with a boom right in my face, and you know, it never plays though. You have to be there. You know, it's the only way it works, and therein lies the challenge. But it's like an athlete being in the zone. Get in the zone and do it. Magic in the bottle.
And so, series out of this, what would you like to do when this comes down?
I haven't given it much thought, but you know, I'll just read stuff and you know, audition for stuff that I really want, and hopefully this experience helps me. You know, I'm just going to grow as an actor. The more you do it, the better you get at it. It's just one of those things. The more you shoot the basketball, the more it's going to go in the net. So, you know, I mean, I'd love to do a Western. I mean, that's one of the things I've always wanted to do. I love the sci-fi genre. But anything that, you know, really piques my interest and go, wow, man, I really want this. I really want to do this. I think it's just, you know, sorry for the generic, you know, actor answer, but it's the truth. You know, you read something and you go, wow, I really love to do this. And sometimes you're fearful of it. You go, oh, geez, I don't know if I can do this, but hey, man, I'm going to give it a shot.
How do you stay grounded? I mean, you know, because reality is that you're the professional actor. You arrive on the set, and all of a sudden, I mean, people are catering to you.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's something that I had to get used to be honest with you. I have a system. I try and make the people around me feel very comfortable, and just let them know, hey, man, I'm just a guy, just trying to do a wonderful job. That's it. And you know, even with background or you know, on this crew it's a bit different because I've worked with these guys before. You know, so they're just like, oh, it's Landy, whatever.
right.
You know. And I always know if after a scene, if one of the grips or the sound mic guy comes up to me and goes, hey man, that was good. I always know, hey, geez, if they're saying it, it must have been okay. You know, there's a little validation in that, but you just, I'm no different than anyone else. I do a job, and I go out and I do it, and try to do it the best of my ability, and that's it. And that's where it ends. And that's really what I try and promote when I'm on set, big or small.
And just stay grounded and focused.
Yeah.
And
yeah, grounded and focused, and my wife does a good job at that too. Go clean the tub.
what do you say to those kids that are in high school and they're starry-eyed and want to be an actor?
Study, get in great acting classes, work with great teachers. Try not to work with only one. Try to branch out. Work with as many acting coaches as you can, and take what you want from them. There's no system to acting. It's really a craft that you know, it's like asking a painter how he paints. Well, I don't know, he just does. And he does it, and you know, take good things, positive things from acting classes, and throw the garbage away. There's a lot of garbage being spread out there. And you know, just keep at it. You know, there's a couple of background people in today. You know, they were kind of asking me, you know, how do I break in, man? You study, and when you do get that opportunity, and this is where I was talking about the luck thing, when you get that opportunity, you capitalize on it. because you don't know when it's going to come again.